Good afternoon, people. Well, it's been quite a long time since I've used this program, more of a website really, and I just thought it might be interesting to check back in with it. You might have noticed a few things different about me, of course, chief of which might be my hair's a lot longer. Before you go off calling me a hippie or anything, I'm donating it to a cancer patient, so suck it. Now, I just wanted to clarify a question that a lot of people have been asking me, both on here and in various other forums. They say, well, what happens if you absolutely have to wear shoes? And I say to them, well, there really aren't many occasions where I absolutely have to wear shoes. I can just pretty much about always get away with not wearing shoes, or I can just, humiliate the person that's being, inhospitable to me to the point where they will relent. Um, I can do that, or if I don't feel like causing a scene, because I don't always like to cause a scene, it can do bad things. It's true. Um, I will wear moccasins. Now, if you all have the means to have your own shoemaker, that's a good thing. If you don't, I mean, you can make them yourself. Honestly, that would be really cool. I can't do that. I don't know how to sew. Anyway, these moccasins were made by my shoemaker, and they're significantly wider than most people might be used to. People say, well, those look really weird. They're like super wide and square at the end. I'm like, well, my feet don't come to a point, and neither should yours. But, whatever, their choice. Um, they have no sole on the bottom, um, just other than leather, which makes it extremely flexible. And I would almost say it's way better than even having the five fingers. That's way skinnier. I actually, as you can see, if you look at this, you can actually see the whole footprint thing going on here. Um, I actually, when I walk, will leave footprints in sand or snow. I did it to test it. I actually love walking in snow, but I just wanted to test. So yeah, these things, um, the good thing about having a shoe with no real form to it is you can fold them flat, kind of mush them down, and if you have cargo pants or some sort of bag or whatever, it's a really easy way to have them around if you know that you're not going to be able to get into some place. I'm like, I really want to go see this art museum, but I can't because they're going to yell at me for some reason, and I shouldn't humiliate them because I want to go back there later. So it's actually much easier under certain circumstances to come in with these. People will ask you about them because they look different, and then under more relaxed and less threatening circumstances to the business owner, you can more politely explain the lifestyle, how it works, that sort of thing, the health benefits, the damaging effects of shoes, whatever. And using that tactic, I've actually found I've been able to get access to a lot of different places, and it shows you that you don't always have to use the sledgehammer to make progress. You can just as easily, be polite. Different tactic, different people. But yeah, these things, I love these things. I've worn them maybe 10 times total, but the times that I have worn them, really comfortable. I can't feel the ground perfectly, so I'm like a little bit clueless when I'm walking around, but it's not so much so that I feel uncomfortable. Like I can live wearing these. It's fine. I had a friend recently put these up to his pair of shoes, and his shoes did the usual thing where it goes like like this. Um, Human feet aren't supposed to do that, so not good for you, but whatever. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to check back in. I'm in my junior year of college. I'm working at the university teaching Photoshop and Illustrator, which is kind of fun. I love teaching, so it's kind of a fun little profession. Hopefully, after I graduate, I can pursue a Master's of Fine Arts degree and actually get a professor's job, which would be really cool. I would love to be a professor because it's just like teaching again. I love teaching. I teach sailing, I teach longboarding, I teach, stenciling, Photoshop, Illustrator, just about anything I know how to do, I will teach. So it's a good opportunity for me. So life's going pretty well for the most part. It's good. Um, so keeping it fairly short, I just thought I'd be like, hey everybody, this is me. Um, Fun note, for those of you that might know that I'm just tragically, tragically dyslexic. I have a very hard time reading, so I just memorize everything. I do actually have a library now. Not that I've really read it, but it looks so cool. Um, in the mess, I apologize for the mess, but I have lots of books, lots and lots of books. Some of them going back to the mid 1700s. So that's kind of cool. Like I love history, even though I don't like reading. I love history. So there's a lot of cool history in those books. I had like the War Diary of Emperor Frederick the whatever, or you know, World's Great Speeches, History of New Netherlands. I have a bunch of famous authors as well. Then I have the the birth of Britain. History of English-speaking peoples by Winston Churchill. Cool stuff, right? Um, I like to have cool things. Keeps me inspired, which is always a good thing, especially when you're in my field, which, by the way, is graphics. So, being inspired is kind of necessary, right? Speaking of my field, I have some work that I need to do, so I will be heading out soon. And I have a longboarding lesson to teach later. Teaching, it's fun. Later, folks.